In Hollywood, love often comes fast and fades even faster. Yet behind the bright lights and endless scandals, some couples have chosen to hold hands for decades. They've shared not only fame, but also battles with illness, public scrutiny, and the test of time itself. Today, let's look back at the fairy tale romances that still shine strong to this very day. Brad Hall and Julia Louis-Dreyfus, married in 1987, together for 38 years by 2025. Brad is a comedian/actor/writer. Julia is a comedic actress, Seinfeld Veep. Before marriage, they both worked on Saturday Night Live. Afterward, Julia became a TV legend with multiple Emmys, while Brad built a career as a writer/producer. Fun fact, Julia says humor is their language of love. They're admired for staying strong together, especially through Julia's breast cancer battle. Still healthy, happy, and inspiring. Eric Bana and Rebecca Gleason married in 1997. That's 28 years by 2025. Eric is an Australian actor, Hulk. Rebecca was a TV publicist. Before marriage, Eric did comedy in Australia. Rebecca worked at a TV station. Afterward, Eric moved to Hollywood while Rebecca focused on family life. Fun fact, they first met when Rebecca interviewed Eric. They're respected for keeping their life private and scandal-free. Today, they still live happily in Melbourne with 2 children. Harry Hamlin and Lisa Rinna married in 1997, together for 28 years by 2025. Harry is an actor, Clash of the Titans. Lisa is an actress and reality star. After marriage, Lisa gained fame through The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, while Harry acted in TV dramas. Fun fact, Lisa is outspoken and unafraid of public arguments, very different from Harry's calm demeanor. They influence audiences as one of reality TV's real marriages, still living together in Beverly Hills. Jamie Lee Curtis and Christopher Guest married in 1984, together for 41 years by 2025. Jamie is an actress, Christopher is a director, musician, and a British baron. Before marriage, Jamie rose to fame with Halloween. Guest was part of Spinal Tap. Afterward, they pursued independent careers. Fun fact, Jamie once said she saw Christopher's picture in a magazine and declared she'd marry him. They inspire by proving that a star actress and a comedic director can stay strong for decades, still happily raising 2 children together. Kevin Bacon and Kira Sedgwick married in 1988. That's 37 years by 2025. Kevin is an actor/musician, Kira a Golden Globe-winning actress. Both were young actors before marriage. Afterward, they acted and produced together. Fun fact, they often play music and post funny videos online. They inspire audiences as a showbiz couple balancing individual careers with mutual support. Today, they remain together, often appearing hand in hand on red carpets. Matthew Broderick and Sarah Jessica Parker married in 1997, together for 28 years by 2025. Matthew is a stage film actor. Sarah is an actress and fashion icon. Sex and the City. Before marriage, Matthew was known for Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Sarah had Broadway fame. Afterward, Sarah became a fashion symbol while Matthew focused on theater. Fun fact, Sarah is very private in real life, unlike her character, Carrie Bradshaw. They're admired as a New York family of artists living simply. Today, they remain happily married with 3 children. Michael J. Fox and Tracy Pollan married in 1988. That's 37 years by 2025. Michael is an actor, Back to the Future. Tracy, a TV actress. They met on the set of Family Ties. Afterward, Tracy focused on family while Michael continued acting until Parkinson's disease limited his career. Fun fact, Tracy has stood by Michael through his illness with remarkable strength. Their love is admired as unconditional and resilient. Today, they remain together, a symbol of devotion through hardship. Rob Lowe and Cheryl Burkhoff married in 1991, together for 34 years by 2025. Rob is an actor, Cheryl a makeup artist turned jewelry designer. Before marriage, Rob rose to fame in St. Elmo's Fire. Afterward, he continued his TV career while Cheryl launched her own jewelry line. Fun fact: Cheryl once did Rob's makeup on Bad Influence before they started dating. They're seen as proof that a handsome star and a behind-the-scenes professional can build a lasting marriage. Still happily married, they raised 2 successful sons. Ron Howard and Cheryl Howard married in 1975. They've been together for 50 years by 2025. Ron is a director, actor. Cheryl is an author. Before marriage, Ron was famous from Happy Days while Cheryl studied literature. After marriage, Ron became an Oscar-winning director and Cheryl published books. Fun fact: Ron often says he has only ever loved one woman, Cheryl. They are admired as one of Hollywood's most enduring marriages. Today, they remain happy and close with their children and grandchildren. Ted Danson and Mary Steenburgen married in 1995. Together for 30 years by 2025. Ted became famous from Cheers. Mary is an Oscar-winning actress, Melvin and Howard. Both had previous marriages before meeting. Afterward, they worked on several projects together. Fun fact: Mary is also a songwriter who once wrote for Johnny Cash. They're loved as a couple who found lasting love later in life. Today, still happily together and active in charity work. Ringo Starr and Barbara Bach married in 1981. That's 44 years by 2025. Ringo was the drummer of the Beatles. Barbara was an actress, a Bond girl. Before marriage, Ringo was already globally famous. Barbara starred in The Spy Who Loved Me. Afterward, they focused on charity work against substance abuse. Fun fact: Ringo struggled with alcohol, but Barbara helped him recover. They inspire as a musician-actress couple overcoming challenges. Today, they remain together and live a quiet life. David Beckham and Victoria Beckham married in 1999. Together for 26 years by 2025. David is a legendary footballer. Victoria, a former Spice Girls singer, who later became a fashion designer. Before marriage, David was Manchester United's star, and Victoria was Posh Spice. Afterward, they grew into a global power couple. Fun fact: David has over 60 tattoos dedicated to his wife and children. They've had a huge impact on pop culture, fashion, and sports. Still happily together, they are often referred to as Britain's royal family. Denzel Washington and Pauletta Washington married in 1983. That's 42 years by 2025. Denzel is a 2-time Oscar-winning actor-director. Pauletta is an actress and singer. Before marriage, Denzel started in TV while Pauletta performed in musicals. Afterward, Denzel rose to the top of Hollywood while Pauletta focused on family and theater. Fun fact: Pauletta actually turned down Denzel's proposal twice before saying yes. They inspire as one of Hollywood's longest-lasting black marriages. Today, still strong together with 4 children. George Clooney and Amal Clooney married in 2014, together for 11 years by 2025. George is an actor, director. Amal, a world-renowned human rights lawyer. Before marriage, George was called Hollywood's most eligible bachelor. Afterward, he settled down with family life. Amal built her career internationally and continues to advocate for human rights. Fun fact: George once swore he'd never marry until he met Amal. They're admired as the perfect blend of Hollywood stardom and global intellect. Still happily together, raising twins. Harrison Ford and Callista Flockhart married in 2010, together for 15 years by 2025. Harrison is a legendary actor, Indiana Jones. Callista is an actress, Ally McBeal. Before marriage, Harrison was already a cinema icon, Callista a TV star. Afterward, Harrison continued blockbuster roles while Callista focused on family life and their adopted son. Fun fact: they first met at the Golden Globes. Despite a 22-year age gap, they've shown true love can last. Still happily married. Daniel Moder and Julia Roberts married in 2002. That's 23 years by 2025. Julia is an Oscar-winning actress. Daniel is a cinematographer. Before marriage, Julia was famous for Pretty Woman. Daniel worked behind the camera. Afterward, he continued shooting films, including Julia's projects. Fun fact: Julia has said Daniel is the greatest and only love of my life. They influence as a celebrity couple, known for keeping family life private. Today, still happily married with 3 children. Tim McGraw and Faith Hill married in 1996, together for 29 years by 2025. Tim is a country music star. Faith is also a country diva. Before marriage, both had their own fame. Afterward, they toured together and became the golden couple of country music. Fun fact: they often perform love songs to each other on stage. They've had a powerful influence on country music as a model of family happiness. Still close and raising 3 daughters. Tim McGraw and Faith Hill married in 1996, together for 29 years by 2025. Tim is a country music star. Faith is also a country diva. Before marriage, both had their own fame. Afterward, they toured together and became the golden couple of country music. Fun fact: they often perform love songs to each other on stage. They've had a powerful influence on country music as a model of family happiness. Still close and raising 3 daughters. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Which couple impressed you the most? And if you think we missed someone who deserves a spot, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to support the channel by hitting like, sharing with your friends, and subscribing so you won't miss our next stories. And be sure to check out our related and recent videos for even more fun.